Okay, let's see if this is on. Give it a second. Usually it takes a second when you go from media playing to this. But we're going to get into a very, very serious subject. And do I have to write off, read off under the Domestic Terrorism Act of God knows whatever? Do I have to really seriously read that off? But an act of domestic terrorism, when you're making threats to take the life of a victim, their family member, for something as simple as driving past Tony Hunt's home. You have a deranged, sick piece of shit named Tony Hunt that has been in groups with Tina Rodell, Linda Garlic, Julie Melvin. These are the names that have been supporting and bringing Tony Hunt in. And then they're giving information to Megan Rodell, her boyfriend, their friends. Linda, her Diller family members that threatened me if I was to keep talking to ISP, FBI, the investigation team, that I would be slit, tortured, left in puddles like the two little Delphi girls. December 21st, 2020, details like Linda Garlic, her family, that was dealing in 2015 out of Frankfurt. They're all sit friends with individuals like serial killer Garrett Kurtz, among other dealers turned killers. And this is the individuals and groups that was welcoming Tony Hunt into group chats, private chats. And I've shown that. If you look back at the very top of like the girls' rule, where Julie Melvin and other individuals were supporting and bringing Tony Hunt, a Delphi local, into groups. What you decided to do, Tony, last night when you made a fucking threat to kill a girl that was already murdered. Step Grandpa, if he would so much as drive past your house again last night, and a bitch, a fucking sick and demented cunt, Kelly, Kelly, and the prof, Silky Southern Tea, and Low Light Recoveries live last night, this is what they're condoning. Mike Patty drove past my house again. Fucking do it again. And Kelly telling him, Tony Hunt to lock and load. Always. Pretty much saying he was gonna fucking shoot Mike Patty for driving past his fucking house. Go ahead, do it again. You seriously fucked up last night, Tony. Tampering with me, a federal witness, informant, and victim, is one thing. But when you're making threats to kill a family member of a murdered little girl For so much as driving past your house, I spent all morning this morning talking to federal agents and detectives with the Indiana State Police. You're about to see federal domestic terrorism charges of threats to taking a life. Charges, Tony. And the group, like the Prof, Silky Southern Tea, Julie Melvin, the private groups, the chats you've been working with, getting information back to these individuals like Elvis Fields, Megan Rodell, to keep their asses out of prison. All this is coming to light. That includes the Prof, Robin Bedreau, Silky Southern Tea, Christina, everybody that's been working and communicating with Tony Hunt is going down with Tony Hunt. When you're condoning and allowing domestic terrorism threats to life in your chat and your mods are approving this and allowing this to be out there, and then your own chat, your sick cult-like followers are egging him on, lock and load, go ahead and do it. What justice is that getting Rick, huh? The only justice is in Tony Hunt's deranged, unhinged mind of, oh, what Prop and them are saying, it has to be 100% true. And then getting egged on by others in that chat like Kelly. Lock and load, Tony. Well, when your door's kicked in, you're put in cuffs, and each and every single one of you are nationally known on what the fuck you've been doing, not only to me, but other victims over the years, getting information back to your little content creators for them to make money off of. Well, I hope to God the money was worth it last night, Prof. Because I'm about to set an example out of you and your sick, deranged, demented, cult-like followers like Tony Hunt. That done pissed me off last night. I don't care if you made the threat to Joe Smo, this, that, and the other. That is an American citizen in the United States, and the oath I took for each American that's in jail, out of jail, in prison, out of prison. You are an American fucking citizen. I swore an oath to uphold and defend my nation and my people. And when you're making threats like Tony Hunt of killing one of the individuals, one of the people of my nation, and you expect me to sit back when I've already been working with state troopers, federal detectives, there's a damn good reason that Freedom of Information request was not fulfilled. I've said it from the very get-go. But when I tied two badges that were murdered back to the same criminal network, they got actions on it back in 2018. Boone County Deputy Pickett and Robert Pitts. There was militia members that were leaving Robert Pitt's murder that were heading back to Boone County after delivering and selling a gun to Robert Pitt's murderer. But I'm about to set an example out of Tony and everybody that's been condoning his behavior. You are just as sick and demented as the murderers that you've been helping getting information back to, like Tina Rodell, Linda Garlick. Back to their families to keep them out of prison and keep themselves out of prison for helping them. Over the years, this has been condoned, allowed, and allowing. The same drug ring you say you're, so against. But look, over the years, all the information you've been getting back to the same family members of these dealers turned killers to help them out of prison. Look at what you've been doing over the years. With Julie Melvin. You're laughing, Julie, when you went on the live with Prof, going, yeah, I sent you the crime scene photos. Delete crime scene photos. You had Julie Melvin, another one that was in chats with Tony Hunt, egging him on, him doing the same thing for years now. All it takes is him being egged on one last time and thinking he's in the right. I'm going to have supporters backing me if I choose to act. Well, I'm stopping it before he could ever fucking raise that gun to even point and pull the fucking trigger. Because guess what? I'd rather see a sick, demented piece of shit like that in cuffs going into federal prison and my help of putting him behind bars than showing each and every single person, Julie Melvin, Robin Boudreaux, all the individuals that had been communicating and helping him over the years. I'd rather expose it all and back to the ones that you say you're against, but you've been getting information to all these years. I'm going to keep this short and sweet because I've got a couple more calls that are supposed to be coming back in. But TikTok, you sick little fuck. You done fucked up, Tony. And I wish to God, you being local, I wish to fucking God you'd try shit with me, little boy. You've already tampered and you've already tried with me, motherfucker. I'm not the fucking one. And I hope to God here soon, you see, first fucking hand, Tony Hunt, I'm not the fucking one to fuck with, little boy. Alexander Zabel Jr., AK Criminal Network, I'm not the fucking one. Prof, I'm not the fucking one, little boy. What you're condoning and allowing and letting individuals like Tony Hunt talk about what the fuck they want to do for as simple as, oh, if they drive past my house again, I'm gonna fucking shoot them. Like, seriously, how fucking deranged and fucking sick can you get? Talking shit about a family is one thing, but when you're seriously condoning and allowing individuals, your good best buddies, to talk about how they want to fucking shoot somebody for driving past their house and then getting further egged on, lock and load, Tony. That's a new level of fucking low and disgusting. Just for content and money. Seriously? All in the name of content and money. And you say you want justice. How's that getting anybody, including Rick, justice? I'm sorry, but fucking it isn't. How's that getting justice for anybody but in Tony's mind? Oh, that's getting real justice. I'm doing real justice. You're a fucking inbred fucking retard, Tony. And I wish to fucking God you'd try with me, boy. I'm not the fucking one. And you're about to see real soon. Knock, knock. More like busted in fucking raiding your fucking house here soon, little boy. Enjoy the fucking cuffs. Enjoy being national known. I'm stopping your stupid ass before you can ever pull that fucking trigger, little boy. I hope to God you enjoy federal prison, and each and every single one of the individuals that have been supporting you and talking to you over the years, it's all coming to light, including you, Julie Melvin. These are the ones that have been supporting and condoning his behavior, his mindset, and his thinking all throughout these years. But when I seen that last night, I'm not going to sit idly by and let it happen. I'm going to be setting an example with this little bitch first. Bye-bye, Tony. Enjoy federal prison, Tony. Bitch boy.